You spend years memorizing vocabulary lists and mastering grammar rules. But when it's time to actually open your mouth and speak out loud, all that knowledge often grinds to a stuttering stop. This conversational paralysis is the result of a mechanical processing error in the brain known as the translation trap. Most learners attempt to generate a thought in their native language first. The brain is then forced into a multi-step sequence, searching for the correct English grammar rules, matching the vocabulary word by word, and eventually pushing that translated sentence out. Native speakers don't have these internal filters. Their thoughts move in a straight line from idea to expression, bypassing the mental friction that slows a learner down. Fluency requires training the brain to mimic this efficiency. The goal is to stop treating the mother tongue as a necessary middleman and start processing thoughts directly in English. This process happens through 5 linear steps. We start by targeting your internal cognitive habits, then shift to the tools you use to learn, before finally transforming your external surroundings. Addressing all 3 layers allows you to manufacture a completely immersive English environment right where you are, regardless of your physical location. The micro level is about breaking your oldest cognitive habits at the source. The first practice is direct naming. As you look at everyday objects around your room, force your mind to skip over your native words entirely. When you see a window or a door or your phone, assign it the English name immediately in your head. Next, you stop trying to build sentences from scratch. Instead, you rely on collocations, small pre-assembled blocks of meaning. Rather than worrying about constructing a perfectly grammatical sentence about your morning routine, you just think in chunks, just waking up, or brushing teeth, and drinking tea. Once you have those chunks, you connect them by creating an inner monologue. You become a sports commentator for your very own life, silently narrating your physical actions in real time as you do them. Practicing this internal commentary builds the reflex of direct English thought. It happens in a completely safe, zero-pressure environment where no one is listening to judge your mistakes. Once your internal thoughts are shifting, we move to the next step. This step addresses how you absorb new information, starting with the dictionary trap. Using a standard bilingual text dictionary chains every new piece of English vocabulary to a native equivalent in your brain, reinforcing the translation habit you are trying to break. Visual learning offers an alternative. If you don't know the word huge, reading a text translation on the left keeps you trapped in your native language. But culling up a dramatic, full-color image of a massive elephant on the right engages the brain's visual memory instantly. Your brain is highly efficient at remembering pictures. Linking vocabulary directly to a conceptual image removes the native language middleman completely. Finally, we reach the last step, manufacturing your daily external immersion. The immediate, non-negotiable first step is digital. You need to change the default language settings on your smartphone, your social media, and all your devices to English right now. Then you start an input diet. You consume English podcasts and watch English movies, entirely removing the crutch of native subtitles. This chart shows the process of assimilation. At first, your comprehension is going to be low. It might even dip slightly as you struggle. But over time, as your ears adapt to the rhythm and vocabulary, the curve shoots sharply upward. A meticulously curated digital space creates the same cognitive pressure as living abroad, forcing the brain to interact in English all day long. There is one final psychological hurdle to clear: the fear of the grammar police. If you say, "I go market yesterday," the sentence is technically flawed, but the person listening still understands exactly what you mean. The core message is successfully transmitted. Language is a tool for human connection, not a standardized test. True fluency comes from fearless, messy communication. The grammatical polish will develop naturally later. Here is your immediate 24-hour challenge. Over the next day, pick 5 mundane, everyday tasks and narrate them entirely in English inside your head. An English-thinking brain is built through small, daily, deliberate choices to leave the comfort of the mother tongue